Hi, this is Kelly from Connection Keeping, and I wanted to give you a quicker tutorial this week on the Ketchup templates. This is my second installation, so Ketchup templates 2. Again, they're very similar to the first one in that you get 2 templates and they can go both ways for the month. It works that way. In that you're able to put the month on the left side and the right side, but you can move this around and everything. So even if you wanted to change this, you just can move it around. If you go like this and add the month actual thing, it'll come with it. You can change it around. You can go sideways with it. And so this is a good introduction to what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all the ways to use these templates. So the whole idea is that it gives you lots of elements that you can then adjust and use so that you can have this one template to make lots of pages in your, if you make a family yearbook, or if you do Project Life, or if you're just a pocket scrapbooker. These are ways that you can change it up every time. Okay, so we'll start with, this is the first one. This is A, and so it has some very specific things in it, and you're like, if I use this every time, they would know. So this love thing, you can literally just get rid of it, and it's a plain, this whole thing moves. This pennant, you can change the word of. So say on one of them, you'll see I wrote outside. Outside. Okay, so if you do it too long, it goes bigger, you can make the actual print smaller. So you could do 44. Or what I did last time is I just did this, and then I went onto the move tool, and then oops, hold on a second. First, all of the things are linked. So the reason I did that is, say you wanted to put that up here, or you wanted to put it here or here. So say I wanted it up here, but I wanted it to stay outside. I can move it to where I want it. I can change the color. And so then I go to the word here, and I'm going to go right click on it, and I'm going to press unlink. And now I can just do the move tool. If you hold shift, it keeps everything, and I just move it like that to make it smaller. If you had a shorter word, so say fun, then it's too short, right? So if you just keep pressing the space bar, it'll move up to make fun bigger, and then you can move it more in the middle, and it works that way. And let's see. So, okay, so why don't we look at some examples that I've made. So this first one, all right, so let's go back to the original. Okay, so here we go. And so this is what it looks like. And so here's one I made. If you notice, for the Ketchup templates 2, they're both in pink. That's because I was on February when I was making these. So this is actually from our scrapbook that we use. I just put hearts over my kids' faces because they don't like it. So if you see things that are similar and different. So here I have this pink. So here's the writing. You can change the journaling. You can change this overlay. You can get rid of the overlay. Oops, that's not the overlay. You can get rid of the overlay by clicking on the color. Change it. So here, if you look, I left the overlay and I just put some hearts over it because this picture didn't have anything going on the side. Over here, I got rid of this picture and this flag, and I moved that flag from here to here. So if you look here, if you click on the flag and then you click the tag part, right, you can now move it anywhere you want. So if you hold down shift, you can spin it. So I had moved it here. You can also change the dimensions. So if you hold down shift, you can make it fill up the whole bottom, which is kind of cool. You can move it to the side. Things like that. Or make it big or smaller. So the whole point of these elements are so that you have things you can move around and make different stuff from. So let's see what else I did. So I had moved pretty much what was over here over. This I kept the same. You can get rid of these hearts here if I click on it. Oops. If I click on the hearts here. So the hearts, you can just click them off. This is a gradient. You see how it gets lighter or darker? That's just to give some interest. You could put papers in there, or just even change the color, and you have a whole different look. Alright, and so let's see. And then this, you can change the color of the little box. You can also change how wide this note is. So if I needed to write more, first you have to unlink. So you right click on the link and you go to unlink layers. Sorry, I was having trouble finding it there. And you go to the word strip. Again, hold down shift, and on this edge, do you see I can move it this way and this way? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that. First make sure I unlink that layer too. Okay, otherwise your text was getting messed up. So click on this, and you go to shift, and now if I had more to write, I could write. Or if I wanted to go out to this much and go over into this pocket, I could do that. So it says love this. I could put a picture here of something I loved. Alright, let's see what other things I did. So I kept it the same. This whole bottom, I just got rid of this and just put in a picture with a word strip. Over here, I kept this the same. This is something I do a lot. If you have an outline of something in the kit that you're using, I'll take it and put it over, and then I'll color over the picture in this spot over here. So I will like lay this down over, so this is my son and his friends, and they were all chatting and stuff. So I put a picture, I put the heart there, and then I just colored pink everywhere. And then I just put this burst in there too. But you could put a paper over it. Once you have it all colored in underneath, so you'd like add an extra layer over the photo, and then you would literally like color in with pink, like over. If I had the right thing, you know, you would color in all over this, and you would just color this all in, and you can just erase if you mess up, and that's it. And so this one, I got rid of the love this, and I literally just put in a picture and some sparkles, so they don't actually look the same. Then here we go, and there's this one. So let's look at this one. Is a lot more similar to what was originally there. So right here, I made this smaller. Control T makes it transform. So like if you see here, when you're talking about my son's second lunch, because he comes home from school and has like a whole nother lunch and some hot tea, I moved the color blocking and the journaling to this side because of the picture. Over here, what was there? Oh, that was the week number. Since I wasn't using the week number for that, I used that. This is pretty much the same. And I wrote in Chipotle because that's where we were eating. Oh, and I got rid of this little tag here. Do you see this tag? I got rid of it, and I just put in a journal card there. And instead of the circle, I just put in a picture with a word strip. And so again, if you look at here to here, they don't look like the same pages at all, which is the whole goal of these. Alright, so let's do another one. This is one I made with my May kit. And so if you look at this to the original, this is the same. This is, I just moved this down instead of up. Let's see. I used the week, but I took this. So right now, this is linked. All of it's linked. So you can move it anywhere. You can turn it to the side or anything like that. And it's linked, and you can still change the color. You can click all of them and do Control J, and now you have a whole nother one. Now you see how I can't see it? You just have to bring it up to the top. We want to bring it under the stitches so that I like the way it looks when it's like hiding under stitches. So you have this one up here, so you can have two of them, but you can still change this color, and so then they look different. Or you can turn it around. If you turn it upside down, you're like, Kelly, what am I going to do? The words don't work. You click on the type, you unlink it, and it's upside down and backwards. So it's a little annoying. I mean, you can literally just take it like this and go and just hold down shift and switch it like that. Or you can transform one way and the other. So these can look all different. So let's see what this one is. Oh, and this one, this picture of my daughter while she's playing lacrosse, I did, if you do select subject, so on the image originally, I selected the subject and then I deselected, because it'll pick these two people, I deselected them and then I put her on top of the love this, so it kind of jumps out. Let's see, this is the same. I moved down that I got rid of this and I put in, oops, sorry, we'll get to that one next. I put in a bracket. So again, these, if you look, we're going to show you 3 pages. They're all the same template, but they look so different, so you can use them over and over again in my yearbook, because these are all, so this is May of 2024, this is March of 2024, and this is February of 2024, and it kind of gives a different look. This one was made by Heather. She's a sugar babe. She's amazing. And I love it. She changed, you can change the stitch color. So she changed the stitch color. She added extra things. She kept this, but she added all of these elements that make it look like a much more like a traditional scrapbook page instead of a pocket scrapbook page. So I just love her page. So there that. So this is what it was originally, and here's what she has. And let's see, okay, so now there's this one, which again, you can move around the tab. You can put it anywhere. Let's see. All right, things that I want to show you. Did I show you? Oh, so here's this word strip. This one is pretty long, so a lot of things, oops, first remember to unlink. And you go here and you can make it smaller. Didn't want to, I unlinked the wrong thing. Here we go. So click on this. And so if you only wanted to write something small, like Bob, you go to text and you click it and say fun or in fall, which is silly because this is actually not in fall. But you can do that. You can take the staples, you can move them around instead of the tape. The tape, you can just change the color. This word strip, you can change the color, and then each one has its own thing, so you can write in there. This, and you click the next one. Oops. You can write stuff in there. And the third one. I'm trying to go quicker than I was last week. Apparently I am long-winded. I am so sorry. Also, with this, you can add your currently, you can change the color of it, which is fun, especially if you put a patterned paper back here. But you can also choose it and put it, if you bring it to the top, you can put the currently anywhere. And so then it's kind of a fun there. This week changes color. The frame, everything changes color. So you can make anything. And so every week it'll look different. You can move this frame. So if you click the title and date in the frame, you can put this and bring it to the top. You can put it over. So again, I know this sounds like, Kelly, what are you talking about? And it sounds weird, but the whole point is for you to be able to scrapbook a whole bunch of pages with a whole bunch of pictures quickly so that you can get all past this. Alright, so let me move this one, let's see, back, and let's see what the pages I have. Okay, so this is a pretty, just like the page. I moved, the only thing is over here, can you, oops, I moved the word strips up to the top. And again, they're all linked, so you can just move them. And I just want, like, you just left click and you can move them anywhere. Put them up here or up here. So that's what I had done for that one. Let's see. So again, this is from our February week 1. And so there's this picture. Everything else is pretty the same. And then here's another one in February. Again, same layout, but it looks different enough. The currently looks very similar, even though I added stuff there. This one, this had these memories here, and then I just took the font and put it here and just added a little layer just so you change. This is the week thing. Instead of having it with week highlights, I just wrote this week, which is a stamp from the September black and white kit. Just added pictures, but I kept this pretty much the same. And instead of being the date tag, if you take a word strip, you can put it right on top and it'll give it a different look. Then I made this one, which is March. Oops, I'm going to turn that one off because I didn't cover the kids' faces with hearts. I didn't realize that. Okay, so here's another one from February. And so if you look, this one, I got rid of that word strip. The currently is still there, but it looks different if it's on a different background. This one, because I didn't need the week, I just put a regular picture in. I used this for journaling instead of a picture, and I moved the word strips up here. So yeah. This one is a fall one. Sorry, it was like a lower resolution and I like expanded it. But you can just see how different it looks from this one. Like even though they're the same template, like if you use a different kit in a different month, everything will look different. Just like this one, same template, different kit, different monthly kit. I had moved this over here. This word strip is usually here. I moved that. I just put fireworks in there. This one I did, like, I just threw together really quickly and it was so easy. This one is made by Sweet Charlene. She's a sweet babe, a sugar babe. She is sweet though. And again, she made it look like a regular scrapbook page. She used it and kind of filled in with elements and clusters to make it look traditional. Oops, again, my kids. Sorry. It's a little flash of them. Apparently I forgot to put the hearts on. But again, that one is just a simpler page. I pretty much just put pictures in and got rid of all the extra stuff, just because I wanted to focus on the picture there. I hope this goes well. I hope it makes sense. I hope that you have fun with these. If you have any questions, please email me at kelly@connectionkeeping.com. I will get back to you. I will help you. If you need something, just let me know. All right, have a great day.